ENSIs are administered one-on-one, similar to the picture you see here. There's an assessor on the right-hand side and a student on the left-hand side. The student's viewing student materials, and the examiner has a timer available to her, standardized examiner directions, and a scoring sheet to mark the answers. These measures are administered in that one-on-one setting and take about 8 to 10 minutes per student per time of year. During each time of year, between 2 and 4 measures are administered, and each of the measures has between 8 and 20 items. These yield scores at the individual measure level, and they yield a composite score. There is one benchmark form that's used in the fall, winter, and the spring in the ENSIs, and there are 5 progress monitoring forms available for each of the measures. The ENSI computation measures are mixed computation. They are available for 1st through 5th grades. These can be administered to a whole class and are between 2 and 5 minutes in length depending on the grade level. There are 3 benchmark or screening forms, and there are 27 alternate forms for progress monitoring. The score for the ENSI computation is separate from the ENSI composite score. The ENSIs and computation measures are validated for both screening and progress monitoring of students. Further in the course, we'll discuss recommendations for the frequency of progress monitoring. They measure both conceptual understanding and fluency. So when we talk about conceptual understanding in mathematics, these early or most important concepts related to understanding numeracy. They also represent the conceptual understanding, and we'll see multiple representations of quantity and multiple response methods that students are asked to provide. In the measurement of fluency, these measures have built-in hesitation rules so that we're able to see if students are accurate and efficient in their responses, and also they're going to need to demonstrate flexibility in their thinking. Skill indicators are a class of assessments that fall between that mastery measure and general outcome measure. They work particularly well in mathematics. A mastery measure, as we see on the left, is a measure that measures a behavior that does not grow over time. This concept is either known or not known. The example here is that a student could conceptually subitize the 6 dots presented. They can see that and say that there are 6 dots. In addition to these discrete skills, standards-based assessments are considered mastery measures because there we want students to master all the items presented to have a full command of the standard. On the other side of our table, we see general outcome measures. This class of assessment combines many discrete skills that are important to a desired larger outcome that grow over time. In the world of reading, we are very familiar with oral reading fluency as a predictor of global reading outcomes. In mathematics, mixed computation, which in our measures are the ENSI computation measures, serve as our general outcome measure. They don't have the same predictive power as oral reading fluency does for reading, but they do have good predictive power in the arena of math assessment. The ENSI fall in the middle here, and they're an example of a skill indicator. They live between the mastery and general outcome measure. In this example, we see a student must do more than just conceptually subitize a set to complete the task. They can complete this task in several ways, conceptually subitizing 6 and counting 2 more, or they conceptually subitize a pattern of 9 and take 1 away, or conceptually subitize 4 and count on 4 more. The hesitation or wait rule that is built into the ENSI will require the student show a more sophisticated understanding than just counting with one-to-one correspondence to gain credit for this item. Also, you'll see there's room to grow on this task throughout the year. The skill indicators allow for a dynamic measurement of mathematics throughout the school year, including shorter cycles for progress monitoring.